my gosh, Destiny. Did you really shut yourself in your room again to play on your computer? I thought we talked about this. You're a housewife, for goodness sake. You can't keep doing things like this and skipping out on your chores. It doesn't look good, and it definitely isn't what Derek deserves. Hi, Linda. I actually left the house and I'm out right now. I'm not at home, so no, I did not lock myself in my room again. Really? Please don't tell me you used the extra key and went into our house without telling us first. Derek was supposed to get that key back from you. Neither of us like that you keep doing this. He did. But I made an extra one before he took the key back that you gave me. I'm glad I decided to. Oh my gosh. Are you serious? But that's beside the point. What's more important is the situation at hand. How can you go out during this time of the day? It's lunchtime on a Tuesday. What in the world are you doing? You're not out there cheating on my son, are you? Not at all. I would never do that. I don't mean to be rude, but I'm kind of just standing on the side of the road texting you right now. What does that have to do with me? I have somewhere I have to be, so please don't be upset, but I have to go. Oh, and please do not go into my office without permission. I am really not okay with that. The door is locked, so you can't go in anyway, but I'm telling you just in case. Please respect that. Destiny! Who do you think you're talking to? Now, if you would excuse me. Have a nice day, Linda. Hi, Destiny. Do you have a minute to talk? Hi, Linda. Of course. What's going on? Is everything okay? Look, I'll get straight to the point. You'll be living with me from this point forward. Wait, what? What is this all of a sudden? I'll be living with you? Why would I do something like that? It's no point in hiding it, Destiny. I know you've been to the hospital recently and they've told you that you only have a certain amount of time left to live. You don't have to hide it. What do you mean I was told I only have a certain amount of time left to live? Are you sure you aren't confusing me with someone else? No. I'm not confused at all. I heard you only have 3 months left to live. I can't believe you married my son knowing you have such a short lifespan. What a horrible mess of a woman we had marry into the family. I can't believe it. You really dropped a bomb on us. Linda, where in the world did you hear this information from? Didn't you go to the hospital yesterday? Now that you mention it, I did. But I only went to visit my friend who's in the hospital. You're definitely lying. What I really want to do is force you to divorce my son this very instant. But that would look terrible on me considering you were just told you only have a few months left to live. But what's worse is the fact that you fooled Derek into marrying you without letting him know. I can't believe how selfish and deceiving you are. I'm going to make you pay for what you did. You'll regret ever having met Derek. You better use these last few months you have alive to come serve me. You'll be living with me from now on. And just so you know, there's no way in hell I'll let you check yourself into the hospital no matter how sick you get. Huh. I can't really give you an answer to that right away. I wasn't asking. But I guess it's better for you to agree so that people don't think I forced you. But you better decide what you want to do right now. And you better just say okay. Hey, Derek. Are you still working? Can you talk for a second?
Yeah, what's up?
I'm talking to your mom right now and she's saying a lot of weird things to me. I can barely make sense of it all.
Seriously? Again? What's she saying now?
To be honest, I have no idea what she's even talking about. She's saying since I only have 3 months left to live, I need to use it paying her back for marrying you and putting her in a bad position. On top of that, she's trying to make me live with and serve her for 3 months during my last days.
What the heck? You've gotta be kidding me. You, who just a month ago underwent a physical exam and won the title of super healthy, has only 3 months to live. She must have gone crazy.
Apparently so. That's what she heard the doctor say. Where the heck did she get that information from? Me? 3 months left to live? What?
Maybe it has something to do with that.
Yeah. Probably so. It's the same issue every time. I'm sure your mom came into the house again without permission and was listening in on me while I was working on something in my office.
You might be right about that.
Wow. Your mom is really something else. This puts me in a weird situation. I'm stuck. What should I do?
Well, you've already finished the preparations for everything, so there's not much to worry about. Now we can just rip the bandage off. If anything, this gives us more reason to do what we have planned.
You have a point. Okay. Hello! Destiny! I still haven't gotten a response from you. I need you to respond. How long do you plan on making me wait? I'm sorry I've been taking so long to respond. I was on the phone with my friend. Okay. So what's your response? My response to the last thing you said, right? Okay, I get it. I won't go to the hospital. Well, that's good to hear. I plan on working you to the bone. I'll be taking full advantage of this opportunity. If you don't mind, I'll just need some time to prepare before moving.
What in the world do you need time for?
Are you asking me to move in without any extra clothes or my other things? Do you plan on making me wear the same exact clothes every single day without changing?
You kind of have a point.
I do, don't I? So please give me 3 days to get all of my things ready and packed. I should be able to get everything I need within that time. I'll be focusing on packing. So there won't be anyone cleaning for those 3 days. I'm pretty sure the house will be really dusty. Since you have pretty bad allergies, I think you'll have a hard time with sneezing and keeping up with your runny nose because of the dust. It's probably best that you don't come by the house.
You're right. I wouldn't want my allergies acting up. It's always a pain when that happens. I can't stop sneezing. 3 days shouldn't hurt. I can wait. So, Destiny, it's been 3 days and today is the day. You finished preparing everything you need, right? It's already getting pretty late. You need to hurry up and get over here. I left a lot of housework for you to take care of. There's a pile of trash stacked up waiting for you with your name on it. Not just that, but I want you to clean the tub, toilets, windows, and the hallways for me. There's so much for you to do. To get started, I'll just have you take care of dinner for tonight. But before you do that, there's 3 days worth of dishes sitting in the sink that you need to wash. I'm in a hurry, so you need to get here and handle this quickly. Oh, and you also need to go out and buy the ingredients for dinner. I want you to make me porterhouse steak topped with truffles alongside some mashed potatoes and steamed asparagus. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. And of course, you're paying for all of this. Since you only have 3 months to live, it only makes sense. Use all of the excess money to spoil me. You can begin with this meal. Hurry up, I'm hungry.
Hi, Linda. You seem really excited about that, but me and Derek actually arrived around noon today.
What do you mean?
We only got here this afternoon, so we are still in the process of unpacking. Even so, I still have a lot to do for work, so I can manage everything successfully. I'm taking some time to get my life together and set up for whatever may happen in the future. So right now, I'm actually on the computer getting some things done. By the way, we are planning to go out for some pasta tonight for dinner. It's been a while since I've had Olive Garden, so I'm kind of excited.
Destiny, what are you talking about? I don't see any of your bags here anywhere. I don't even see you for that matter. So what do you mean you came here around noon? Maybe you've gone a little crazy from the shock of hearing you only have 3 months left to live. Destiny! Where in the world are you at? I had a feeling you weren't in complete agreement with living with me, so I came to pick you up. When I got here, your neighbor said you moved out this morning.
Yes, I did. Both me and Derek did. That's what I told you earlier. We arrived at our new place around noon today.
That doesn't make any sense. You're supposed to be moving in with me. What are you saying right now? You already said you understood. You said you would live with me and not check yourself into a hospital.
I think you're mistaken. I did not say that. I said I wouldn't check myself into a hospital, but I never said I agreed to live with you. Plus, Derek and I had already been planning on moving way before we had that conversation. But even more important, I have no need to go to a hospital. I'm in perfect health.
I'm confused. So what was all of that about you having a short life expectancy?
Linda, did you eavesdrop on me talking in my office one of the times you let yourself into our house? That's when you heard something about only having 3 months to live, right?
Yes. Yes, exactly. I know I'm not crazy. I heard you confirm with the doctor that you only have 3 months left to live. You two were talking so loudly. I'm sure you were on FaceTime or something. I heard the whole conversation. You really have me laughing. What you heard was a topic included in a script that I was going over. A script? What?
It has to do with my job and is confidential, so I can't tell you in detail. You know Derek is a script writer, right? And you also know he's renting an apartment for work too, right?
Yes, I guess. He's the type that can't really focus on work while at home, so it makes sense. He was doing that type of thing when it came to work even when he was still single, living at home.
Exactly. And that has not changed even after marrying and living with me. In order to help him with that, I set up an office space in our home specifically meant for work. I'm sure you knew about this. Even so, you still took it upon yourself to come over uninvited at all times of the day and interrupt our workflow in peace.
Are you still going on about that? Haven't we gotten past that? It's sad that you see that as me interrupting after you just married into my family, took my last name, and live life like an unemployed teenager. You don't do anything.
And now you're still saying the same old things. You're like a broken record.
It's the truth, isn't it?
You have your own son who went the path of becoming a scriptwriter who works from home. But when he marries someone who does the same thing, you suddenly don't understand what that type of work means? That makes no sense at all. Do you not realize how biased your way of thinking is?
Biased? Now you sound ridiculous.
I'm finished. Derek said he will explain everything to you from here on out. So, if you don't mind, I'll leave the conversation here.
Wait! Destiny! What do you mean? Hey, Mom. I'm going to pick up the conversation where Destiny left off. It seems like you two keep going in circles. Derek! Finally, someone sensible! What in the world is going on? Destiny isn't making any sense. She is saying her health is okay. But I know she was told she only has 3 months left to live. I heard it loud and clear coming from her room. I believe Destiny already told you what that was, didn't she? It was the script that I wrote and she was going over it for me. What? So she was telling the truth? Yes. It was a script wherein part of it included a woman who was told she only has 3 months left to live. After reviewing it, you have to start the process of editing the video on the computer, including the voice actors recording and the voice based on the scenario I made. The person who handles that job for me is Destiny. Oh, really? There's a job designated to editing videos, and that is the job that Destiny does. Most likely, this is what happened. You probably overhear her when she was editing the video right at the part where she was aligning the voices for the scenario where the woman was told she only has 3 months to live. You more than likely took that little part you heard and thought it had to do with Destiny herself. Because of that, this whole misunderstanding and situation has happened. Are you serious? Yes, I am, Mom. You went too far without confirming the details, and you actually should not have been there in the first place. In order for us to protect the peace in our relationship, we've decided to cut ties with you. There's been way too much drama. Cut ties? I'm your mother! Why are you suddenly saying this? To me, it's actually not sudden. It's something that has been bothering me for a long time. Do you know why I didn't do my work at home in my room when I was still single and living in your house? Yes. It was because you just didn't have the type of personality for it. You couldn't concentrate well at home. It made you feel anxious. You're right, I couldn't focus. But it wasn't because I get anxious. It was because you would always interrupt me. That's the real reason. Me? You're saying I'm the reason? Yes, Mom. No matter what I would be doing, you'd always just barge into my room and start talking. It was so frustrating. When I'm writing a script, I'm in the zone and need all of my attention directed in one space. So, when I'm trying to focus, I don't have time to think about anything else or let alone talk to someone. My focus was pulled and shifted every day. I could barely focus, and that became a huge hindrance to my work. That's why I decided to rent a separate apartment specifically for work and began going there to focus and actually get things done. I got used to doing things that way. So even though I'm married, I still have a separate apartment that I go to when I need to focus on writing my scripts. Nevertheless, this time it wasn't mine, but Destiny's work that you interfered with. I mean, I was trying to help. You two just got married, and I'm sure she's not used to the responsibilities that come along with that. I told you what Destiny does for work before I married her. But it seems like you didn't quite understand what that meant. I thought she had quit after you two got married. No, I'm pretty sure I told you she would continue her work even after we get married. To make matters worse, you're clearly abusing my wife and trying to take advantage of her. No. No, I haven't done anything. Whatever. Anyway, it is what it is. I'm just disappointed in you for hurting the woman I love and also interfering with and potentially ruining our lives and our business. So I'm begging you. Leave us alone. We no longer want anything to do with you. Why are you taking things this far? How could I just leave my own son alone? What do you expect me to do, Derek? You know your dad and I are already divorced. Who will I have? Are you really going to just leave your mother to live alone by herself? If you want, I can help you get into a care facility in the future, or at least help you with the paperwork. I can't believe what I'm hearing! You could also go back to the country and live with Grandma and Grandpa. That's another valid option for you. You're also still at an age where you can work, but if you don't like any of my suggestions, take some time and think it over. I'm sure you'll come up with something yourself. Even if you say that. It's not that easy. How can you expect me to just go out and get a job or move back with your grandparents? If you really feel like you need to contact me for some reason, please don't. Have Grandpa or Grandma tell me whatever it is you need to say. I don't want to hear from you. Considering I'm cutting ties with you, I have no plans of seeing you again, even if you somehow do manage to contact me. You're lying, right? Tell me you're lying! Derek! Please don't do this! Bye, Mom. Good luck with everything.
At first, Derek and I planned on moving to a place far away. However, after going through this misunderstanding about the 3-month life expectancy and having Derek's mom bully me the way she did, things changed. Something inside of Derek switched and he got really upset. Rather than just move to a faraway place, he decided it would be better to cut ties too. He looked at me with a ridiculously happy face and said,
Moving to a place far away from her was the right move.
Apparently, after we left, Linda was in a state of shock. I was told she couldn't really process what had happened. Derek's uncle actually urged her to move back to their hometown. However, that didn't go over too well. It didn't take much time before they noticed Linda's abusive attitude towards Derek's uncle's wife. A few days later, she was kicked out of their house. It seems like she is now living alone in a rundown apartment in the neighboring city.